guys, happy Friday. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to have you work out on your own. So I've listed all the exercises that you'll be doing today, but I figured I would go through it all and give you a visual. That way if there's any questions, they're already covered. So what we're doing today for the 10th of the month is the power of 10. So there will be 10 exercises. You'll do everything 10 reps. Now if you only have 10 minutes, then go ahead and set your own timer. For 10 minutes, go through all of these exercises as many times as you can. Maybe come back to it a little later. If you have 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 15, whatever you have, set a timer. Get through this as many times as you can. Take out what you need, and hopefully I give you enough options along the way. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. So let's go ahead and go through them now. I think you can see it. If not, that's okay. Let me check Yep, making sure it's recording. So first of all, make sure you warm up before you do the workout. 3 to 5 minutes, dynamic movements, foam rolling, whatever you can do there. Bottom half squat. So every time you come to this exercise, you can change your squat zone. You can go narrow, you can go wide, you can change your foot pattern, however you want. Bottom half squat, you're going to lower down into the lowest portion of the squat you can get to without compromising your spine or the integrity of your spine or your knees. Make sure your knees are behind the toes. Find your full range. You're gonna come up slightly, go back down. I'm having you pulse. So all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, okay? So this is how you count. 1, 2, 3. And I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the pulse comes from the hips, not from the spine or the back. So that's how you count those reps. Make sure you're not rushing through them and bouncing. Controlled motions, pushing your feet through the floor. 10 of those, and then you'll do 10 mountain climber skaters. You'll be in a plank position. Let me make sure you can see, because last video I accidentally cut off the upper body and I apologize. So hands below the shoulders, plank position. I think that's good. A mountain climber skater, you're going to bring one foot to the outside of the opposite way. I'll go slow. Here's 1. There's 2. Now here's the actual exercise. That was a modification. The actual exercise, you're pushing off the back foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 of those. So it'd be 10 each side. If those bother your knees, your hips, or whatever else, you're welcome to do a diagonal mountain climber instead. You would count those. 1, 2. All right, moving on. Lateral leg lifts. Pretty basic movement, but usually done incorrectly. So you're going to stabilize on one side of the body. Hands on the hips, make sure they're level. Lift a foot off the floor without moving your hips. Turn your toes towards the floor. Imagine you're lifting your heel up. Tiny little lifts. 10 of those without coming all the way back down. Here's what I do not want you to do. This, or watch my foot, that. Okay, so toes down, heel up, and you should feel that in the glute and in the hip. 10 of those, this side is working as well. Then you'd switch sides, hands on the hips, make sure they're level. 10 on that side. Once again, not here, not there, oops, and not there. All right. Offset push-ups, these are fun. You get to pick your handprint. They can change every single time. Knees or toes. So traditionally, push-up, hands are outside of the shoulders, your thumbs are right by the chest. But today, you're gonna offset it. So maybe one hand's higher than the other, and then you switch it. Maybe you do one hand narrow, one hand wide. Whatever you decide to do, 10 reps. Tuck jumps or squat jumps. Tuck jumps are an advanced movement. Please do not attempt them if you have knee injury or an ankle injury. All right, so a tuck jump, you're going to use power from the lower body. So you load and you land soft. If you're like, nah, not doing that, you can do squat jumps, or maybe you squat, do a little calf raise. 10 of those. cross leg oblique. On your back, face up. Okay. Take your right foot, cross it over top. This is to keep your hips from moving. You're going to bring your left elbow towards the right knee 10 times. After those 10, switch and do 10 this way. I want you to think about bringing the shoulder to the knee versus the elbow to the knee. Otherwise, you might pull up here with the head versus lifting with the chest. Bridge march. On your back, heels down, toes up, hands at your side. Do a little posterior pelvic tilt, rounding the lower back gently into the floor, but don't slam it into the floor. You're going to push up into your bridge, squeeze your glutes, and you're going to lift. 1, 2. If it's too much, take a little break, or do 10 total, 5 each side. Okay, elbow plank, side tap to lift. 10 total. Let me show you the exercise. Make sure you can see it. Elbow plank. Okay, stabilize the hips. Elbows below the shoulders. I'll show this from a different angle too, just in case, because I can't really see it. So right foot, tap to the side with control, and then lift it slightly off the floor. There's 1. Other side, tap to the side, lift. There's 2. 3. As you lift your heel towards the ceiling, try not to hyperextend your lower back, meaning you don't feel it in your lower back and you're not letting the lower back dip at all. It's staying stable. So from this angle, maybe, I'll show it. Okay, side, lift, other side, lift, okay? Hacky sack, each, looks like this. 1, 2, 3. It can be no impact if you want it to be. Knee repeater or skip. This is your last exercise. Opposite hand in front, athletic stance. This is a knee repeater. Okay? This front knee is slightly bent. You're leaning forward. Try not to round your back once again. So knee repeater or skip. 10 of those and then switch sides. That was one set. You go back through it, get through as many as you can. Should be full body. If all you have is 10 minutes, that's 10 minutes more than you do if you didn't try. Anywho, hope you all have a wonderful day. It's going to be beautiful. Don't forget, Sunday is Easter, also known as Resurrection Sunday. So I hope you enjoy the weekend. I know it'll be a little different than what you're used to, but nonetheless, have fun, be safe. See you soon.